indeed with many of you who are present here today. I first served as a nominated member of Parliament, introduced into this chamber by the Honorable Raila Odinga and the Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, and later as a cabinet minister. And after an unsuccessful presidential bid in 2002, I found myself on the opposition benches as the leader of the official opposition and member of Parliament for Gatundu South. 5 years later, I was called to serve as Deputy Prime Minister in the Grand Coalition Government under His Excellency, the former President, Honorable Mwai Kibaki, and the Honorable Prime Minister, Right Honorable Raila Odinga. In that position, in that administration, I held two positions, the Minister of Trade and later the Minister of Finance. This journey of mixed fortunes taught me that you could serve your country in any capacity, because service is not a position, it is action. It also taught me to have empathy for both sides of the parliamentary divide, and indeed all shades of political opinion. Of all the lessons, the enduring one is that Kenya is always greater than any one of us. Indeed, in times of great political turmoil, men and women must be spurred by the love of their country to bridge partisan divides and to come together to put Kenya first. It is not always easy, but honorable members, it is necessary. Then as now, we are called upon to do all that is necessary to heal Kenya, to build bridges, and to focus on the 99% of shared visions of a better Kenya as a priority to the 1% of differing ideologies and positions. Personal ambitions were placed aside for the good of Kenya and the enduring benefit of generations of Kenyans yet unborn. And that selfless service, that sacrifice, led to the people of Kenya ultimately working together, bestowing upon me the high honor and extreme privilege of serving them as president in 2002. For the trust and faith that the great people of Kenya placed on me, I am and will forever be most grateful and internally humbled. Mr. Speaker, today I return to Parliament as President, and I am here to fulfill a constitutional imperative introduced into our political tradition and practice by the 2010 Constitution. In fact, I was indeed privileged to be the second president to be discharged this constitutional mandate when I first made my first State of the Nation address on the 27th of March 2014. The Constitution at Article 132 mandates the President to report to a special joint sitting of both Houses of Parliament on measures taken and progress made in the realization of our national values as defined by Article 10 of our Constitution. Jaribu kukatakata jameni, hata mimi nimechoka. Honorable Speaker, honorable members, let me conclude my address by speaking about the fourth frame that has guided my administration, and I call it political stabilization, which is the doctrine that guided me to a path of a handshake with the Right Honorable Raila Odinga. Honorable members, undoubtedly, as I have tried to explain, my administration has secured an impressive economic acceleration, including the doubling of our GDP from 4.74 trillion to 11 trillion shillings. We have also made big push investments that have spurred development, revived debt capital, and boosted entrepreneurship. We have also restored dignity to our people through water and sanitation, healthcare, education, roads, and security reforms. However, all of this would amount to very little without political stabilization. If every 5 years, toxic political climate and election time tensions would reverse the gains painfully secured, our impressive development record of accomplishment would be an immense tower, sadly built on sand but not rock. For the record, political stabilization is not an end in itself. It is a continuous process that every administration, even those that come after me, must apply their minds to and secure. And let me explain. Next month, we will be celebrating 30 years of political pluralism gained following the reintroduction of multi-party politics through the repeal of Section 2A of the former Constitution on the 10th of December, 1991. From the Mulolongo voting system of the KANU era to our vibrant democracy today, we must celebrate the journey that we have taken and the expanded fields of freedom that we enjoy. While undoubtedly multi-party politics has been a much better democratic platform than the single-party state, we must not ignore the very real negative aspects of our politics and electioneering. The evidence of this is plainly observable in the elections of 1992, 97, 2007, 2013, and 2017, and only in 2002, when, well, yours truly surrendered easily, is the only one that did not have a problem. In 1992, the election cost us Kenya shillings 248 billion in lost economic growth. Lives were lost and populations displaced. And during this election, Kenya's foreign direct investment at the time fell by 2/3 from Kenya shillings 1.8 billion to Kenya shillings 600 million. In 2007, the election eroded the equivalent of Kenya shillings economic growth in a matter of days. Lives were lost and populations displaced, just as had been the case to a far lesser extent in 1997. In 2017, we lost close to Kenya shillings 1 billion every working hour for the 123 days we held the election. And in fact, in 2017 election, the economy lost approximately 1 trillion in response to that particular electioneering period. And the question I pose, therefore, to the leadership of this country present here today is this: is this right? Is this trajectory the logical path that our country should take? Thank you.
We have two sets of competitors. We have one group that is still struggling with tribalism. They run tribal parties. They cannot even agree on a candidate because everybody has gone to the meeting with their tribal chief and their tribal party. They wako na shida mingi na mambo ya ukabila. Hiyo ni group moja. Group ingine ni ya jamaa mwingine anatuambia ati kuna shida kati ya Mkenya mmoja na Mkenya mwingine. Ndio walituambia kwamba there is a problem between Kenyans. We are telling them there is no problem between Kenyans. Nyinyi mko na shida na Wakenya wenzenu. We have a problem with the economy. That's where the problem is. Kenyans have no problem with one another. Niliona jana wanajaribu kutuambia ati there are problems amongst Kenyans. They brought us the handshake. They told us then that there was a problem amongst Kenyans and we need to bring Kenyans together. But what happened? We destroyed Jubilee, the ruling party. It destroyed NASA, the opposition coalition. It sabotaged the Big Four plan. It created a big charade called BBI. We lost 4 years as a nation chasing the wind called BBI. Today, we are net losers. We lost the ruling party, we lost the opposition party, we lost the development program under Big Four. Now we have lost even this charade called BBI. Kenya has lost 4 years, precious years, which could have been used to do something meaningful. They told us there was a problem with Kenyans. They told us it was going to bring a solution. It never brought no solution. It brought us more problems.